My small blue Fiat has a name. His name is Benvenuto, which means welcome in Italian, and believe me, they've all been very, very welcome, as they are absolutely my lifeline to getting about anywhere. I have what is called a dedicated parking bay. Before I had it, there was a bay out here, an ordinary blue badge bay, but then my walking got less and less and less, and I really could just about totter from my car. And that's when I found out about this system. And that little square thing there they sent me, which says, gives the number 015 of dedicated bay.
Yeah.
This vehicle only.
Okay.
And but it doesn't stop people, of course.
No.
Doing what they didn't ought to.
So sometimes people are parking here.
Very often people like neighbours. I think I told you that the au pair of the woman next door put her car here one night, and I had to double park because there was nowhere else.
Yeah.
And ring the towaway thing. I was in tears. I thought I couldn't bear anymore, because that was the second night running that somebody had been in this bay.
Right. Building
my life around access that I can get to places, which includes me and my dear little car, because I have to use the car to get to places. And of course, even with the blue badge in London or any big city, you really have to do your detective work in finding places where you can park, and from where you can park physically get to whatever it is you want to get to. So, building your life around this is really quite hard and can be quite heartbreaking and make you feel despairing, almost that nobody wants you, they don't want you to get anywhere. I know people aren't aware of your restrictions and the strict restrictions on your life, doing what to other people are ordinary things. But it's so essential that people realise this. It struck me as being a very good idea for people like myself, either physically disabled or perhaps impaired with the sight, and all these little everyday things one meets in the street that able-bodied people, however sympathetic, don't perhaps realise that we have to cope with. So I was very interested to set off in my car with Mel. First of all, we went to the local community centre, because I hadn't been able to get in it because it always looked very, very closed, and we wanted to check, or I wanted Mel to check, if he would have kindly pop up the steps and find out if it was in fact operating, as it looked so closed up. And in fact it was, so that was interesting. At the moment. And they don't appear to have disabled parking bays. I can't see.
So this is the community centre.
There were some about 4 steps, I think, up to the main door, with quite good rails to get up. And so we did that, so that put my mind at rest about the new community centre. And then we drove off, I think then we went up West End Lane into the Finchley Road, and we then got to the Camden Arts Centre, which I have been in before, and I found quite interesting, in as much as I can actually get in there to have a meal in the rather nice cafe.
Yeah, you see there's a space, look.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there is space for about 2 or perhaps 3 small cars with the blue badge on them, which I've got, of course, in the tiny little forecourt by the main door. And then we went up the hill, Arkwright Road that is, into Fitzjohn's and down Fitzjohn's.
This is the Tavistock Centre, isn't it? Yeah, psychotherapy centre.
Yeah. See the steps?
Yeah, the steps up the front.
And you see there's a space. Well, there's one car there.
Yeah.
Perhaps you'd have to book it or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never tried. Well, you can get there beautifully, yes.
Yeah.
And then you had to drive right past because you can't park. And I don't have anyone with a car who can just drop me off and
Yeah.
And then we got eventually to the Charlie Ratchford Centre.
It is, yeah.
It's a school,
And there's
is it?
Charlie Ratchford Centre just
Oh,
there.
Charlie. I see.
And
So-
then they said that there's a bay just to the left and the right of these
What bay?
ambulance. Looks like